Hello everyone and welcome back into my kitchen. Today I'll be sharing a delicious but simple recipe and I'd love it if you join me. Let's do it. Alright guys, so today we'll be making the Pixar movie inspired dish called Ratatouille. And what I have here is 1 carrot that I've diced up. And in my pan here I have a tablespoon and a half of olive oil. I'm going to put my carrot in. I also have 1 rib of celery that I chopped up. That's going in here as well. I'm going to let this go here for a couple minutes, and basically what I'm trying to do is get those to soften. So also what I have here is 6 cloves of garlic, and I have 3 red mini bell peppers and 4 yellow mini bell peppers. If you have a big bell pepper, that's fine. And I have a half of a red onion, and I threw all these in my air fryer just to roast them and peel the skin off of my peppers, and that's where we are. So I'll come on back. After about 3 or 4 minutes of this going here, I'll add in my garlic and we'll come back. Alright, so I've added in my garlic and I put in 1 bay leaf. I've chopped up my onions and my peppers. Those are going in. And I have here about 4 or 5 sprigs of thyme. I'm putting that in. So we're going to be blending this up at the end. And at that time I will take the twigs out of there. I'm going to keep going here with this. The other thing I'm going to be adding in here is this can of diced tomatoes. Is 14.5 ounces. I'm just going to let this go here for a little bit longer before I add anything else. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my can of tomato. I'm also going to add some pepper. Add some dried oregano. If I had fresh oregano, I would use that, but I don't. Calling that about 1.5 teaspoons. Also going to add in here some herb de Provence. And this is a mixture of a lot of different herbs, including lavender, I believe, rosemary. Let's add about 1.5 tablespoons or so. And traditionally this is a veg dish only, but you know me, I always go for chicken bouillon, so I'm gonna add, that's about 1 tablespoon. And I'm gonna get this mixed up, put my lid on there and let it cook until everything's softened. Alright guys, so here is our sauce that I finished and blended up. The only thing I did off camera was tasted and adjusted the salt, and I also added 1.5 tablespoons of brown sugar just to balance off that acidity of the tomato. So these are the veggies that we're going to be using. I have here some yellow squash, some onions, some zucchini. I'm also, as you know, Sandy's always straying from the norm. I've decided to use some Queso Fresco in this dish because this cheese does not melt. I have some summer sausage here that I cut up into like sizes. And I have some russet potatoes that I cut into pieces like this. Now you want to try to get them into like pieces so they'll cook about the same rate. So what I'm going to do is just make little like stacks of these any kind of which way you want. And I like to make the stacks first and then plate them up together. So let me make some more stacks and I'll show you what to do. Alright, so I have some stacks here and I'm just going to get them into my container like so. Oops. So my stacks came apart. But that's okay. And just keep doing that all the way around the dish until you've completely filled up the circumference. And then we're going to do an inner layer. So let me get the inner layer going and fill this up and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so I have it all layered in here. I'm just going to go put a little bit of oregano. I'm going to take off the leaves of some thyme and just sprinkle it over, just for a little extra flavor. Get some cracked pepper. And a little drizzle of olive oil. Just a little bit, not too much. Alright. And I have a lid here. Oops, sorry. I have a lid. I'm going to lid this up. Put that in my oven, covered at 350 degrees for about an hour. Then I'll take off the lid and cook it uncovered maybe for another 30 minutes, but I'll check it and let you see it when it's done. Okie dokie. Okay guys, so this has just come out of the oven. Like I said, it was covered in there at 350 for 1 hour, and then I removed the lid and let it cook again for another 30 minutes. Look at that. The aroma is so delicious. Let me tell you, we made a flavor bomb when we did this. Guys, I hope you take the time to try this for your family because I think they're going to love it. This is a great way to get your kids to eat vegetables, and you can also reference the movie. Kids loved that movie, so they might be willing to try this. I will see you next time when I promise to make another delicious recipe. Bye.